It's 11. You already know. 1-1. And real quick, I just want to get into the topic of, soulmates. Because, I'm seeing this a lot in the spiritual world, or the world of spiritual teachers and stuff like that. A lot of people talk about, soulmates, meeting your soulmate and finding your soulmate and stuff like that. Now, what I want to let you know right off the bat is forget that idea. That idea is retarded. It won't even get you far in the first place. What you really want to do is realize that you are your own soulmate, because you are just here to complete yourself, because we have been divided internally and we are here now to become more holistic and things like that. So a lot of people are too busy looking for something outside of them that is very well existing inside of them in the first place, right? Because if you're constantly looking outside of you, or if you're constantly trying to go get something, then that suggests that you may actually lack something within. See, from my personal experience, it is when you are fulfilled. It is when you are complete. It is when you are holistic. It is when you have self-actualized your whole being by removing thought forms and patterns of feelings that do not assist you in moving forward with your highest possible good, into being your highest octave self, into, transmitting from the ether thought forms that resonate with you based on your vibrational set point. And hopefully it's a high vibrational set point and not a low vibrational set point. And how you get into a high vibrational set point is by simply engaging in your purpose, which we forgot about. Why? Because we're giving our energy up to people, places, and things outside of us, to a relationship outside of us. See, this is why relationships don't work, and this is why looking for your soulmate is stupid in general. Now, don't get me wrong; these things exist, but nobody is attracted to somebody who lacks something in their life, meaning that you already have to be full. Think about it. Would you be attracted to the person who loves themselves, or will you be attracted to the person that doesn't love themselves? Naturally, you will gravitate to the person who loves themselves, because that person that loves themselves have become fond of themselves, meaning that they have fallen in love with the attributes and characteristics, meaning that they are constantly going through a process of creating thought forms that are benevolent. They're not saying stuff like, I hate myself, I dislike myself, I want to kill myself, that type of shit. That's a person that doesn't love themselves, and that's a person that lacks something in their life. So that's a person that's going to constantly generate experiences of lacking. And if you're within the vortex of that person, if you're in the energy field of that person constantly, you're going to start manifesting situations of lacking, because eventually you're going to take on their behaviors, or they're going to take on your behaviors, or the two parties are just going to separate just based on having mental differences, and how those mental differences play out in reality are just playing out differently. Meaning that you're trying to go to the bookstore, they're trying to go to the strip club, or you're trying to go to a place that resonates with your internal, frequencies, whatever you be on and stuff like that. Whether you're on a right brain frequency or you're on a left brain frequency, wherever you frequently like to vibrate out, these are gonna be places that are gonna condense themselves externally as places to go to, to play out or see yourself play out in that area. For example, 2 weeks ago, I went to the Museum of Illusions, right? Because I'm a Pisces, so I wanted to see some illusions, because I know, like, that's what the Pisces energy is like. But Pisces is not even illusions. Like, all these, like, in astrology, for example, who would talk about it from those terms? Pisces is just the substance that has the potential to become a dream, fantasy, illusion, or mysticism. It's the substance that has the potential. Same thing with any of those zodiac signs, like Taurus. It's just the substance that has the potential to become stability or lack of stability and shit like that, right? So all these things are just potentials playing out. So as much as possible, we want to play out the potential of us loving ourselves, because when you love yourself, only then you'll be loved by someone else, because the actions you're going to be carrying, the things that you're going to say, are going to be that of a person who has fallen in love with themselves. Like, a person that loves themselves will carry themselves differently, will talk differently. They will literally emanate a sound that is different from the person who dislikes themselves and hates themselves, right? So all this is to say is that we need to stop looking, including myself, for people, places, and things outside of us to fulfill the needs and wants that we have. We have to fulfill those things ourselves. and I was already very successful at doing that. It's just that this whole thing where you go back and forth between, you know, trying to balance the seesaw and shit. But for the most part, I think I get it now. It really is like the whole Matrix thing where, you know, the lady with the red dress. It really is a bait to see, okay, is this going to take you out of yourself? Or are you going to pour your energy to a person, place, or thing outside of you? And sometimes it could just be your natural disposition. You know, like I have a natural disposition of wanting to help people, being compassionate to people, shit like that. To me, that's natural. But I have to literally moderate, I have to literally, you know, control that aspect of myself, because I know I can't put or try to help someone else more than they want to help themselves, because that's not how life works. If someone doesn't want to be helped, you cannot put forth energy and effort in trying to help them, because they don't even want to help themselves. They don't even want to see themselves going anywhere. They might not even give a fuck about themselves. So you can't even help nobody like that. So you gotta help yourself first, and then you will attract someone else who is helping themselves, and then you both can just go make it do what it do. If that's what you both are looking for, depending on the terms and conditions. Because, you know, any relationships you want to get into, there's always going to be some type of terms and conditions that need to be fulfilled and stuff like that, because it's just two spirits in with two different minds, two different bodies, looking for a shared experience. And the more each person loves themselves, and the more each person is already fulfilled with themselves, the easier for those worlds it's going to be for those worlds to blend in together. Not necessarily become one. Each one of you guys is still going to be on your own time, doing your own things, but based on higher vibrational terms of conditions, both people can maintain their space, and both people can come together and create a space where both parties can thrive, where it's not like parasite energy where one party is trying to suck some love out of this other person because this person is already in a state of being or in the state of awareness to love themselves, knowing that that's what they have to do, or versus the other person who doesn't even love themselves, and they're just trying to get that vibration from that other person, and that creates an energy vampire, a parasite, and stuff like that. So you got to be really careful. You know what I'm saying? I like to believe that the whole soulmate thing is real, but at the same time, though, I do have to tell you that you are your soulmate, and you're here to fulfill yourself and become holistically aware of your nature, your reality, so you can just, you know, empower yourself and operate from a more higher octave level. But yeah, I'm gonna keep coming with these videos and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, I made the decision to be here. I made the decision to help people, so I have to stick with that decision. But alongside with helping people, I'm in the process of helping myself. So yeah, man, I'm excited because this channel is going to transform. We're going to be doing a lot of new things, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to let you all see what I got in store, shit like that. Peace out, y'all.